be doing a video on how to clean a bathtub. First we're going to take down the white curtain, which is the cloth one, and I'll be taking it down to wash it. And this one comes off, and I have the same colored one in the living room waiting for me. I'm going to go ahead and take this down, and once I finish taking it down, we'll start. Also, my shower curtain always comes with new clips, so I'm going to put new ones on it instead of putting the old ones back on it. And they pull out very easily. And after I finish taking them out, we're going to go wash the regular shower curtain. Alright. First things you'll need is a hard bristle brush. I mean, it's really hard where you can get in cracks and crevices of the tub. It has to be really hard. You can't be able to really move it. Alright. Next is some Comet. And we'll peel that off here in just a second. And the next I use is S.O.S pads. And I fill the tub halfway up with water, so I can rinse it. And last but not least, a container. If you don't have a shower head that moves, you use a container like so to rinse off the tops of the tub. And I try to use really hot water, because the hotter the water is, the quicker and easier it is to get the grime and if you have mold off the tub. So here goes. Also, before I start, I got another shower curtain that matches the old one. And like I said, it comes with new clips. And we can wash the tub. And as we speak, the other shower curtain is in the washer, getting washed. First, while the water's running, I add some Comet. I also use Comet with the S.O.S pads, and I try to sprinkle it all over the tub. Okay, next I'm going to take my hands. So if you have any jewelry on, like wedding bands or anything like that, make sure you take them off. You don't want to bleach your rings, because Comet does have bleach in it. Well, the kind I get. And make sure you rub it around so there ain't no clumps. Alright, we'll be right back. First, what I'm going to do is take my brush in and go through these cracks and crevices, even on the outside of the tub. And I'll show you. Let's turn the camera. See? And go on the outside of the tub. And yeah, it'll run down, but you can always wash the outside. And that's what we do. And just keep hitting them really good, because you don't want nothing dirty left after you're finished. You want to make sure your work is actually, the work that you spend is actually done, which is what I do. If I'm going to have to clean a bathtub, I want it to look like I've actually worked on it. Alright, that side is about done. going to take my little cup here, and I'm going to dip it in the water. I'm going to rinse around. On the outside of the tub, I just take a wet rag to remove anything that was left. And I rinse it until it's all gone. Anyways, I rinse all the dirt off with water, and I hit it really good until I don't see no more running down, which I really don't right now, but I'm just doing it so I know that I got most of it. So I take my little brush again, and make sure you wear some really old clothes so you don't, I don't know if I told you that or not, so you don't bleach your good clothes. So we're going to go back in these crevices again. Go ahead and finish this part of it, and then I'll show you. I only use this for the crevices, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but once I'm finished cleaning the crevices, I'll show you how I use the SOS pad. Alright now, I got all the crevices cleaned with the brush. Woo! I don't need this no more. So I'm going to throw it on the floor. Next, I'll be taking SOS pads. And I got to get this box where it won't get wet. So, this is what an SOS pad looks like if you've never seen one before. You can get Brillo pads and soap pads. They're all the same thing. Some of them just come in different colors. So first I'm going to take and wet this in the water. It does not cause any chemical reaction or anything. And I start just scrubbing all over the tub. Every metal piece, everything. And you can rinse it all after you're finished. Alright. So, here's where I'm at so far. It's starting to look cleaner, but I keep, even with the, see where I even put comment up top here, it's going to get that clean. And I just keep doing this until it's completely clean. So, I'm going to go ahead and start doing this really quick because this is the part that takes coming forever because you're using SOS pads and you have to get a new one as soon as this one starts ripping and tearing. So, let's start and we can see the results after I get all the SOS pad on it. Alright, be right back. Also, I clean up top here. I don't know if you can see it. I clean right here. And I start scrubbing as hard as I can. And I keep doing that until, and yes, I'm on top of the tub. I'm standing on the outside around the big old lip part of it. And it is, I'm scared of heights, even up this high. It freaks me the crap out. So I'm trying to hurry as fastly as possible. And I'm already freaking out because I'm holding a camera with, well, the tripod in one hand and standing on one leg. And it's kind of freaking me out. So I'm going to put this back down and get started some more. Also, if you want to, you can use gloves. I don't prefer to. But, yeah. So, yeah, these chemicals don't bother me. So I don't wear gloves. Even though I probably should. But I don't. Anyways. I keep doing this. And then if there's hard soap scum, like if there's hard soap scum, I take my big brush again and I start scrubbing that area until it's completely gone. So, here goes. And like I said, I'm really afraid of heights. And I hate doing this, but I want it done because I hate looking at the shower while I'm taking one and all I see is nasty stuff. Now it's time to do this side of the tub, but first I gotta finish rinsing this off. Anyways, and I keep going and going and going. And this takes a long time for me because I have to make sure it's perfect. Because if it ain't perfect, I don't like it. So, I'm going to start doing the bottom part of the tub. Well, not actually the bottom. This part, the back, not the bottom. But first, I'm going to get a rag. We'll make sure it's wet. And I'm going to dip it in this water. And I'm going to go back over this whole thing. So dip it in water. Squeeze really good. And go back over it. So anything that you might have left behind where you've used a scratch pad and a S.O.S pad, it will remove the stuff that you didn't get. So, and I'm going to keep rubbing this down until it looks to my cleaning style. Until I see that it looks just the way I want it. But some of this I didn't get with an S.O.S pad yet, so I go back and go over the parts I didn't do. Alright, this S.O.S pad is done for. It has holes all in it. If I can pull it apart to show you. It's starting to get big holes in it and stuff like this. And the steel wool is what, it'll go through your fingers and it'll hurt and then you'll have metal in your fingers. So yeah, it is good that you wear gloves, but I don't. Even though I have some, I don't use them. Unless it's for toilets. Alright. Now I've done that, I'm going to start rinsing again. So, I try to at least do this as soon as I start seeing that it's starting to get soap scum or anything like that. I try to start cleaning it so it ain't hard to clean. But well, for one, it's a lot easier. Okay, since I rinsed it, I'm going to run this back through water. I'm going to go back over it one last time to make sure that I got everything this time on this side of the wall. Okay. And once I cleanness, which is a whole lot because I can't stand filth. And sometimes you'll see stuff still there and you go back over it until it's gone. That side is now clean. It looks awesome. It was really black, and now it wasn't really black. I just said that, but so yeah, once you're finished, you start on the back side, and then we start on the other side, and it'll be clean for your night. Wall and cover up our comet. Then we're going to take our S.O.S pad, or Brillo pad, or soap pad, and start going in circular motions. This is actually, if I can get the camera, it's very hard work. You're actually using force, and it hurts to stay bent over like this, but it's worth it in the end. Like if people like taking baths and stuff, they don't like sitting in a nasty, pathetic looking tub. And so you clean it. Done. I don't do the bottom, the actual tub down in the bottom where you sit part until very end, and I'll show you why once I get this part done, because you have to have the tub, but at the same time you have to have the water inside the tub. So we're going to rinse this off. First I'm going to rinse my hands. I don't know if you can see it or not. Probably not. But I've run it. Let me fill this back up and I'll show you. I run it down the tub in a very straight line. Make sure I get it all. And it turns out nice and pearly white. But if you leave anything out, just go back and redo it. So, let's get this done. Alright, now it's this side of the tub. Now, alright, I need to rinse off this wall back here, and then we'll get started. I also need to go downstairs and put my shower curtain in the dryer. So it'll be drying, and by the time that I'm done, where it's thin, it should be dry. I'll leave it in there for about 20 minutes, because it'll take me about 20 minutes to get the other side and the bottom part of the tub done. So, it's coming along very nicely. And looking very good. So, the next part is the same routine. First, tub down. Then we put common on it, which I've already done. Second, after we've wet it down and got water in the floor, which don't try to do that, by the way, we're going to take an S.O.S pad. Oops. Anyways, take an S.O.S pad, go all over the back side of the tub. I'm going to cut this part out. Alright. This is a good little exercise. I am pouring you the sweat. Your arms are moving. Your whole body's pretty much moving. And I'm sweating like crazy. So the tub is clean. Or the top part of it is. Okay, see if you can. Anyways, it's clean. It's clean. That part's clean. I'm going to fix the camera where it'll go down, and I'll show you how I clean the bottom and the outside. And then I'm going to show you the inside of the tub, which is pretty easy, but somebody might think it's hard or they can't do it. So here goes. Alright, now I'm going to put the camera down and show you the floor, not the floor, but the bottom of the tub. So, you need like 3 or 4 S.O.S pads. I need something to put in the floor because it's wet. Alright. I'm going to get a towel. I'm going to sit on it. The first thing I do is I take and get a new S.O.S pad. I move my wet cloth to the floor. I get my scrub brush back out. And I scrub anything that looks hard off. Even on the outside. Alright. Then I take an S.O.S pad and I start scrubbing from the bottom down. And keep going. And keep going. And keep scrubbing. Now on this, you just take your washcloth and rinse this off. You don't want to use your little cup and get water on the floor. Alright, now we're going to take our rag. I make sure it's white so when I go to bleach, where I am bleaching and going to be bleaching the rag, all I have to do is throw it in there with some Clorox and it'll be white again. Alright. Next, we're going to get the camera pointing as close as we can to the tub. Alright, now I'm going to start on the base of the tub, and I'm going to get all of it. It's really dirty, you can't really see on camera, but it's really, really dirty down in there, on the sides of the walls, and in the main bottom of the tub you can't tell because of where the comment is blue, but it's really dirty underneath, and really nasty. But once I let all the water out and stuff, you'll be able to see. But I ain't letting all the water out until I do around the base and then on the base of the tub. Once I'm finished with that, then I'm going to unplug it, then start getting whatever I left out. So, I'm going to take my S.O.S pad, and I'm going to start on the back, or this side, which is I call the back of the side of the tub, and I keep rubbing. I learned from my mamaw, and she used to use Comet and a sponge of some sort, not S.O.S pads. I use S.O.S pads because it's quicker, and you get all the dirt and grime off of it quicker. Now, if you have patience, which I don't, I have very little. So if you have patience, you can use a sponge. But if you don't have patience, just use an S.O.S pad, and it brings it right off most of the time. Alright, now that I got that, I'm going to grab my rag out of the drain, my S.O.S pad, okay? I only let a little tiny bit of water stay. So I'm going to take my S.O.S pad and go back around the bottom until I get to the bottom of the tub. And then we're going to let out almost all of it where there's barely a skim of water. This is the part that takes forever because you got to make sure you get all of it. You don't want to leave no more dirt behind. You know, you might leave a little tiny speck here or there, but that's because not all human eyes are perfect. Actually, no human eye is perfect. And anyways, you just keep scrubbing. Okay, and now I'm going to let all this water out. Because on the bottom, I'm going to use a brand new S.O.S pad. And all the dirt and grime is going down the tub. I'm going to take fresh water after this. And there's going to be a lot of grime in the bottom of it. But you take out water and you just keep scrubbing the bottom of the tub. You can rinse it out later. But keep scrubbing. Get all that nasty stuff out. Alright. Now, I'm going to actually get another S.O.S pad. And I'm going to run some clean water through here and rinse it. It don't have to be hot to rinse it this time around. And we're going to let this air dry. Okay, I put maybe 3 cups of water in the bottom, and it's clear. And I take and I scrub the sides of the tub again because it still doesn't look clean on this side. The rest of it looks clean, and I just keep this going until it's clean. Alright, now the shower curtain is clean and dry. The first thing we're going to do is take our regular shower curtain. Like I said, I already took it out of the paper and stuff, and put our little pins on it. I went and got my clean shower curtain, the cloth one. Nice and clean. Alright, and now, since we have our curtains up and our tub cleaned, it's time to end this video. So, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, that's up to you. Anyways, have a good day. Bye.